All right, here we are out of the pen with another race from Zwift Racing League. It's the final race of this round with Coalition Elevate on Empire Elevation. There we go, Elevate Elevation. It's a race for us, I guess. So out of the pen, no one's pushing hard. I think the tactic for everyone on this one was keep your powder dry until the New York KOM at the end. There's no segment points available along the way. It's a pure scratch race. So we wasn't a lot of pushing at any of the segments like last week where it was push, push, rest, push, push, rest. Tonight it was chill and let's wait for the finish. We did have some good hope going in. We have two strong climbers on the team, Dan and Hannock, and looking at the Zwift Racing app before in terms of the predictions and velo scores and everything along those lines. They predicted that there would be three of us in the top 10. So could be a strong race for us, but we'll see. I was coming into this one not feeling particularly great. The girls had brought home some colds from the schools the past couple days and haven't been feeling well. And then just some other issues stemming from concussion history that have just sort of had me feeling not great coming to this one. So predicted 29th, I would have been happy to finish there or even somewhere around there. And even at this point, I think we're getting ready to go into a little bit of a climb here. I was not feeling ready to do a whole lot of anything. I was just hanging on. Heart rate still getting up to around 180 just early in the race where no one's even really pushing. So my expectations started to slide a little bit as the race went on. The legs weren't feeling great. It's already starting to feel my legs were sore on some of these escalators. So here we're going down. Uh, Again, still pelotons all together. I think a few drops earlier on one of the climbs back in Prospect Park, but for the most part, we still have a group of 60 here out of 79. So it's still a big peloton. If it had been a segment points race, I'm sure there would have been a little bit more separation on early on in the course. It could have been interesting. I think this would have been an interesting course to have a points race because there are a lot of segments along the way, some different sprints. And here, like the Manhattan Sprint, you've got a draggy climb up that goes about 2 minutes, I think, in CCAT. It's about a 2 minute stretch. So this could lead to separation if people were pushing for points. But here we all stayed together. One person went off the front a little, but I don't think they were planning on a long range attack. It just seemed to be they just got up ahead and kept it there. So here I pick up a feather. At this point, I'm just going to hold on to it. There's no reason to use it between here and the KOM, so I'm just going to sit in, use it, trying to use as little power as possible, keep my heart rate in check, and see what I can do. At this point, I am thinking, okay, maybe if I stick around the prediction of around late 20s, 30, I'll be happy. A couple of days ago, I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I can squeeze into the top 15, top 20. I'm not a strong climber. There are a lot of people with really strong 5 minute power in terms of watts per kilo in this category. Like I mentioned on the last race, there are two emeralds in this group and a few sapphires as well. So here we go, up another escalator onto the glass roads. And for whatever reason, like first coming out of that escalator, there's a visual that looks, the visual graphics make it look like you're almost riding through sand. Not sure what it is, but I feel I come up and then I look slow all of a sudden. It's not that my speed on the screen has changed, but just a weird visual effect that happens when you first come out of that escalator onto the glass road there. So again, another little push here. Some people are pushing up. Good thing someone in our group called it out on Discord so that we weren't caught off the back and struggling to get back on. The last thing you want to do is burn matches in the last 10 kilometers when you've got a big climb coming up. So luckily, with the group is still at 56, we've lost a couple in the last couple kilometers, but it looks like the big group is going to be all together going into the hill. Hannock had talked in the pen early about maybe attacking on that last escalator. Given the bug where I shouldn't say a bug, but just when they developed the escalators, they just decided to give a flat number of watts across the board, which of course benefits a lighter rider much more, as is the impact on their watts per kilo is much higher than someone who's heavier. So Hannock, being one of the lighter guys in the pen, thought he would try to do a late attack there, get a little head start on the climb. So here we're coming up, getting ready to go into the last escalator here, and then get ready to go on the climb. You can see popped off the front there. It's sometimes hard to see with all the names up above, but he's already got a few seconds lead. And so now we're just sitting in. None of us are going to get to the front there, but we're just happy to let him have his head start and get going. And again, he's got a good shot. He's got a really good watts per kilo over 5 minutes, so it's a good shot for him. So here we are. I just slowed it down a little bit for the climb. Nothing really interesting happened throughout the earlier part of the race, so I sped that up even more than usual. So here we go. My plan of attack before I started was, okay, I'll try to do 300 watts for the climb, try to average that, and then it slowly was going down and down as the race progressed, as my legs weren't feeling great and feeling the effects of the cold. But to be honest, when I was doing this climb, I didn't really look at the left corner of my screen. I was looking at the wheels in front of me and the elevation profile, knowing, sort of seeing when I could rest, when the rest was coming up, how far was I away from one of those sections where I could take it easy, and just trying to stay on the wheel in front of me as long as I could. So here, pulling up and now looking at my power after the fact, it was really good. It's much better than I expected. So here, flat, 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 ease up a little bit, power's low, and then as we go uphill, trying to stay with those wheels, trying to see what I can do. So there I had passed Kevin, one of my teammates. So I was surprised to be able to pass him on the climb. He's usually much stronger than I am. So again, just trying to stick with the wheels in front of me, stick with the group, not get dropped, not watching my power during the course of the race, but after the fact, looking at it and being quite surprised that I was able to maintain what I had done in the past 6 or 7 months. I think my top 5 minute power was 294. And we'll see as the race goes on. Now I'm at 3:0. I'm pushing on my personal bests already. So going with that, just push, 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 push. See what I can do. Somehow I've managed to stay around in the top 10. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, holding on to that top 10. There we go. Surprised the hell out of myself. I really wasn't expecting this at all. On the team level, Dan won, which was awesome. He passed Hannock on the way up. He ended up finishing the climb in 3:42, I think was his segment time, which is unbelievable. Hannock finished 5th, and I finished 9th, and sort of a few other finishers lower down, which was great. So here I am catching some free kilometers on the way down, just worked it. So here we are. We can see the top 10 there. There are 2 emeralds and a sapphire hidden in there somewhere. I won't say who, but we finished 2nd for the race, which means we finished 6th for the round, which is perfectly mid-pack. That's what I live for. See ya.